is y'all tripping on when y'all talking about this animation bad? Look at this. Yo, what's going on, you guys? This is your boy RBG, aka the Random Black Gamer, here with me, myself, and I on the ones and twos, and this is We Ain't Seen the Reactions, the place where I react to everything I ain't never seen. And if you read by the title, then you know it's time to whip out those claws for some more X-Men 97 reaction. Man, does it feel good to be back. The mutants are in full effect, Cyclops is getting that love, and the rage-baiting grifters are just going crazy. Everything seems right in the world, man. Yes, I feel like a kid at a candy store right now, getting a chance to experience some of my favorite stories from the classical Uncanny X-Men comics get translated to the screen. Yes, man. First and foremost, I just want to thank you guys for actually being able to give that late reaction that I did to the first 2 episodes a good push in the algorithm. You know, like, I didn't expect that, you know, considering the fact that I was a few days late to the party. I was fairly surprised with how much you guys enjoyed my reaction, especially a reaction from a genuine X-Men fan, man. I really love these characters, and I just remember growing up and seeing all of these different things pertaining to X-Men. You know, X-Men was a big deal in the 90s, man. One memory that I have that I just cherished is going into Pizza Huts. If you guys remember when Pizza Hut was one of the main go-to pizza chains, they always had those arcade cabinets, and I remember seeing Iceman bring this big-ass giant ice crystal down on somebody, and that was Children of the Atom, the X-Men arcade fighting game, man. You know, they crossed over into many things, and video games is one of them, you know, Konami and Capcom, all those different things. And it's just crazy that we live in a time where essentially Marvel, people are iffy on them because they've been let down by them so much. And X-Men is that franchise that's basically trying to revitalize the brand of Marvel Studios and Disney Plus. You know, which is funny because X-Men is the brand that Disney, or not even Disney, but Marvel was banking on to keep them afloat because of the financial burdens they were undergoing. So yeah, it's just great to be back. Last time we left off, man, there were so many things that happened. Cyclops and Jean, put quotations on Jean, they're trying to figure out if they were going to leave the Xavier Academy, you know, to live their lives as parents, because they are having a baby Nathan, which is already a red flag. And we also have Magneto, who delivered a compelling speech and great performance. This guy, he stand on business, and sometimes he stand on platforms that he pull out of the fucking ground, you know. Have we not learned anything for like shit like Asteroid M and that scene from the live action movie where he pulls a fucking bridge off? Come on now, we gonna learn one day. These damn Homo sapiens, they gonna stop messing with him. Yeah, and then, you know, I was like, yeah, I really like this version of Jean. She seems to be doing well. Not like the original version where she was passing out all the time. But shit, as soon as I ran my mouth, we saw Jean at the door and she was passing out. And I have a nagging suspicion that that is in fact the real Jean. So we gonna see how this goes, man. Up in episode 3 titled Fire Made Flesh. Okay, we get into the crazy shit. Here we go. Na 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 nigga. Na 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 na. Hey, I like how they be showing them flashbacks, man. Oh, GR Phoenix. Yeah, you cannot skip out on these intros, man. There are so many different. Hey, I like that. Here we go, man. Let's get it.
Her mind is dense, vague and uncertain memories, as if her awareness was born only yesterday.
Really?
I see a den of confusion and pain. Some sort of laboratory.
Mr. Sinister.
Escape. Desperate. Alone. Finding purpose.
She passes out.
Darling, are you all right?
I'm fine.
Let's call this mystery gal into bed Jean Doe.
Jean Doe.
Favor?
Oh
Every
God,
moment
Spiral.
is a new and shocking valuation of all we have ever been. My friends, words will fail to prepare you, but the Jean that lies on this couch would appear to be the actual Jean Grey.
Beast knows.
Actual Jean Grey.
You can't smell it,
Gamma
Logan?
rays to isolate the hemoglobic properties of both genes' genetic markers, effectively carbon dating each woman on a cellular level.
Hemoglobin.
English sugar.
Jean Doe is older. The proper age, yours while identical, is not. Ergo,
Our Jean is...
So she's a catfish.
Impossible.
Nah,
I
bitch.
assure you, the science is sound.
But I have memories. Her mind, it's just fragments. Scott, tell them.
I knew something was off about your booty when I was tapping from the back.
Scott.
Wow.
Beast. Confirm your terrors.
Enough tests. I am Jean Grey, member of the X-Men, one of the first. I've fought by your side in countless battles, given my life how many times? You know me.
The math ain't mathing, baby girl. Some in the milk ain't clean. Your breast milk is off.
Be sure.
Storm would have believed me.
Really? Yeah, I wonder how this is gonna make her, man. This is gonna drive her insane. We know how clones break down over time.
Jean, I can take him.
He's fine. These tests won't change the fact that I'm Nathan's mother.
Yeah?
I know. No one is saying that. Just... with the Professor and Storm gone and Magneto here, it's been a lot for everyone.
Scott, I need you to trust me.
Of course I trust that. In us.
You never could lie to me, Scott. But you always believed in me.
I don't know what to believe right now.
Just go.
Well, she gave him the option.
Left when we had the chance.
Jean Grey.
What?
Are you Jean?
Hello? Who's there?
Is this him?
Bishop, you said in your future you hadn't heard of Magneto taking over the X-Men. What about this?
Time isn't some history book, man. It's always writing. Flipping back a few pages.
Yeah, this nigga might be the main cause behind this shit. He's always fucking up time.
Scott,
He worse than Barry Allen.
Hank, what's wrong?
scientists like artists have signatures to their work. I know who cloned Jean. A man so dark and twisted he can be described as nothing other than
Sinister.
Who are you?
Most prefer to be as
Mr. Sinister. Oh, they got the voice back.
You can call me Father.
Da.
You! Get away from us!
You named your son after me, bitch.
Mother and child, what a touching display. You and your son are meant for so much more. Let me show you.
Our son.
Son?
Exactly.
Yes, that's why I made you a picture.
I was cooking in the kitchen.
I'm not Jean Grey.
You ain't nothing but a stir fry.
Come to me. Only I can usher you and your son to your royal destiny.
You'll come nowhere near my son.
Every cell in you belongs to me. Your mind, your body, you have no choice.
Yeah.
Struggle, of course, is quite useless. My influence over your mind is flawless.
Wow. She's gonna alter the whole mansion if this keeps up, man. Got them Green Lantern eyes. Right down spun. Yeah, she done lost her mind. Bitter baby mama drama.
Mommy's busy.
Yeah, Wanda Maximoff ain't gonna have shit on her. WandaVision all over again.
Tell me your dark desire.
Goblin Queen.
Mon ami, maybe Gambit should have played less rock with you in the danger room, n'est pas? But the cards, they wild.
They wild.
Rematch then? Well, let's look at the schedule and see who's up next. Looks like Magneto and Rogue.
Oh, Lord.
Are next.
They fucking.
Rogue's really training her.
Here, Mag ain't.
Don't say that. Stay on patrol.
Oh my god, man. This nigga's a troll.
Gambit go look for Rogue right now.
No.
Shush the phone.
You might walk in on him doing something,
Go
bro.
easy on him, pal. Think you just sent his hush puppies up into his stomach.
I ain't gonna lie, man. As soon as Gambit catch Rogue and Magneto actually going to Pound Town, that goddamn Cajun patois gonna go out the window and he just gonna be like, what the fuck going on up in here? I'm telling you now, this is a very good conflict of interest and I am here for it, man. I know y'all feel some type of way, but the comic book fan in me really loves this. And I really love how they're adapting these stories too. They're taking these pre-established elements, yet they're making it their own. And it's going very seamlessly. It's like, it's a breakneck pace, but when it comes to the episodic nature of it all, it's very seamless. So yeah, I can dig it, man. But let's see how Gambit gonna feel about this. Let's see how my boy Remy gonna do, man. Here we go. What's wrong with this green glow?
Hello? That you, Gambit?
The
One
fuck?
too many redheads for you. Here, need some help with those hard-to-reach spaces.
This
Always
nigga.
with the jokes, eh, Morph?
Uh-oh.
As if I don't know. As if we all don't know.
Wow. Straight out of the comic book. They hitting us with a panel right now.
So,
Go back to the swamp with the rest of the nasty thieving critters, man. I have found myself a Magneto man.
Wow.
Hero.
Hot and sticky. The hell? Oh god, this is a horror story.
Liar.
Mama? Mama? No.
Nathan, no! This can't be good.
Little House of Horrors, man. Oh. Yeah.
Your merits, my boy. Failed to sire a child with the proper wife. Failed to leave the tea from the family.
Yeah.
You abandoned me, Bishop. Where's your home? When is your time? Where do you belong, brother?
Wow.
you're not real.
Yeah, man. Wow.
I think one of us has the wrong floor.
Right? This is the stage from Jujutsu Kaisen or something, man. No, this goddamn Chainsaw Man right here, like they on some Studio Ghibli shit, man.
What the heck is going on?
Haven't you figured it out? We're in hell.
This is a nightmare. Please wake up. No. Oh shit. Going down.
Hear Sinister's apparent affection for Dante's Inferno, I must ask how he's exerting this much power over our perceptions of reality.
Isn't it obvious?
This is the clone. Roberto, look out!
Uh-oh.
A little help, please.
Please. Thank you. Yeet.
You smell like burnt hair.
Get this man a Manscaped sponsorship.
Hit me!
Ooh, I'm charged up. Drake mode, baby, 100%. Damn. Hell yeah. I mean, if they're nothing but images, though, how much impact is that gonna really do? Shit. No need for a USB cable.
You're welcome.
Okay, so that's the master mode that she saw. Is that real Jean coming in like a messiah? The chosen one? Yeah, this dick already hard. In that Randy Orton, ain't she? Yeah. Restoration at 100%. God damn it, she keeps passing out though. This is the real G.
Pathetic. What does he even see in you?
Damn.
Sinister's controlling you. You don't have to do this.
Who doesn't? Me? Who am I? Say my name, Scott.
Ooh! Beyonce!
Allow me.
Say my name.
I am beyond Jean Grey.
The Goblin
Beyond
Queen.
the X-Men. I am scorn and fury, forged in righteous brimstone. I am the Goblin Queen.
Serve it, baby.
Taste of what waits for you if you follow. My suggestion? Don't.
Ooh.
Now who wouldn't hire to stampede a buffalo to
What the fuck was y'all at?
Remy! Oh, I'm sorry, Remy. Should have been here.
You're okay, Shia. Gambit's okay now.
Cyclops, status report.
Sinister created the clone. He made her so he could get his hands on our son.
Sinister is the most evil man who ever existed. He was a scientist in the 1800s. Then he started cutting up mutants, stealing our DNA to enhance himself, prolong his life. He can even take away their will. I
Aww.
should know.
Damn, they're using this classic face.
The voices! There's too many!
She must not remember how to entirely control her powers. The sheer magnitude of her psychic abilities are overwhelming her.
I can show you where he is.
Are you sure, Morph?
I'm not gonna let him hurt anyone.
Rogue, Wolverine, Beast. Tend to our wounded. I will lead the others in a surgical strike.
Fine. Lead the way.
Yeah, man, lead the charge, man. The fuck was that? A Batman transition?
Do you know why you are my greatest prize?
Why is that, Dada?
Random writhing thing of chance. The combination of your parents' unique genetics makes your potential unlimited, your powers untold.
You gonna put him in a pot of gumbo?
You must be made invulnerable. A new breed of perfect creations will be born this night by my will and genius.
How does that affect the Cable of the future, though, man?
Remember, Jean is Sinister's victim too. She's under his control.
Better listen. I know not what I do. I knew you'd follow, Scott. It's all you do. Just ask the professor.
Fight, Sinister. Use the powers of your mind.
Yeet. Fuck that shit, nigga. Hey, Magic?
I do not want to fight you, comrade. I don't want to fight you either.
Is he gonna be able to use her abilities in that fashion,
I
though?
want you to fight for me.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here. Fake ass sword you got.
Yes, my queen.
Oh.
I'm power.
Alright, yeah, okay. Demonically possessed magic. Damn. The fuck was that? Is that the real Jean?
Give us the boy, you
Oh.
brimstone clone.
Brimstone clone. Like hell I will. Ooh! Man, what is y'all tripping on when y'all talking about this animation bad? Look at this shit.
I applaud your magnetism.
Hey, yeah, you ain't fucking with him.
Telekinetic charm extends beyond mere metal.
You're too slow, Trunks. Yeah.
Look at you, a villain playing dress up as a hero. I should have you as a toy.
Shit. What the fuck? Nice. He put a lot of pressure on that shit.
Sorry. I didn't want it.
She like it though. She like it raw. It's a new lipstick right there, man. Maybe it's Jacqueline.
Don't worry.
Ooh. Yeah, she a freak.
You'll bleed too, darling. Such pain. I must help.
You will. You always did. Remember who you are, what you mean to us. To me.
Oh shit, Wolverine trying to make up for lost time, man.
Logan.
Keep going. Deeper.
I mean, all that to you.
Yeah.
More.
I ain't talking about the Nickelodeon show, darling. Wow.
Scott, he's in danger.
Fuck that
We have
nigga.
to go.
What about us? Hold on, think about me.
Going anywhere. Your body is in no condition.
Beast, please. My body won't be an issue.
Alright, just don't be passing out all the time.
Ends now.
Alright. Okay, so she gonna do it remotely, I see.
You!
Bitch! I'm a stand user.
Of course. You took my face, my husband, my family, and now my mind. It's violation!
Oh, you gonna get violated, alright.
Is she here?
Professor who's ever first met him.
Hello there.
Do you know who I am, Jean?
Mom and Dad called you to help fix me. They say I think too much.
Don't worry. All I do is think too.
All I do is win, 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 no matter what.
It felt like the first day of the rest of my life. But what happened? When did we find our power?
Yeah.
Abby, watch out! Best friend, she died. Awakened our gifts.
Can you tell me who I am? Can you say which of these memories are yours and which are mine?
Bitch, I was the original X-Men member.
I think so.
X Factor?
What we remember. And you remember nothing. You are nothing!
Alright, man. How? Wow, so we're in her womb now? What the fuck?
Nathan, how could I forget? He's more than a memory. He's a living reminder of the purest love two people can share. And no one can ever, ever take that away from you. This is the greatest moment of my life.
Wow. So she broke the control, at least.
Let's go save Nathan.
Okay. Marvel vs. Capcom.
If only Xavier's orphans knew the future we have in store.
Bitch.
Impossible.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to vaporize your ass to pieces.
From our son.
Again.
Fools, you have doomed the boy.
Your powers are nothing against mine.
It's over, Sinister.
Is it now? Ladybird, Ladybird, fly away. Your house is on fire, and your child all gone.
Damn.
Nathan.
Yeah, he's got that virus. He's getting sick.
Monster! What have you done?
It's a techno-organic virus strain. Sinister was likely exposing Nathan to it in the hopes of making him invincible.
Figure it out, Beast.
Trying to build up his immune system.
Sinister's variant is too advanced. It could take months, even years to develop a cure.
So what you're saying is not here. Not in our time. But what if there's a cure in yours, Bishop? In the future, Beast's nearly fixed your time band.
I do know a guy there. Smart. Can build anything.
Forge?
Man, only got enough juice for Nathan and I.
Meaning, we can't go with you.
Oh, no. There has to be another way. I won't be like my father.
Okay.
I won't abandon my son.
I said we give him the best possible future. It's what we promised.
Don't any of you know how it feels to be abandoned? I won't have him feel that.
Alright. Doing way better than comic book, Scott.
I promise.
I can't be a part of this.
So what's going to become of her then? Like, what's...
Wait! This is your home, too. How much do you remember? It's strange, but most everything. Then you know how much I've wanted to go, to start a new life. It's not fair. We don't know when Sinister switched us. Who really was the Phoenix? Which of us married Scott? All we have now is the future. Take care, Jean. Call me Madeline Pryor.
Hey, I like how y'all did
Farewell,
that.
Madeline. Farewell, Jean.
Hey! Costume and the look is overall complete now.
No summer like a Texas summer.
They in Dallas.
Wouldn't give if someone could just make it rain.
They're in Dallas.
Lady, who are you?
Forge.
Name's Forge, Storm. An old friend of Charles Xavier. I'd like to help you get back what you've lost.
Let's go, man. Alright, guys. So that right there was episode 3, Fire Made Flesh. a pretty good adaptation of the Inferno arc from the comic books, man. Like I said, they're moving at a breakneck pace, but I'm all for it, especially with the way they do these. They really have their finger on the pulse of what works when it comes to the X-Men and adapting those stories from the late 80s made by Chris Claremont. I was wondering what they were going to do with Storm, because I know people have been talking about this. You know, there are some people that feel indifferent because of how Storm was introduced in the show. You know, she's actually living to her true potential. She's this weather goddess that can do all these magnificent feats, and it's actually acknowledged that she's a Omega level mutant. So it's nice to see them go back to that, you know, and I like the fact that they completed her look, because that's another thing. People don't like the mohawk. You know, they know that it's from the comic books, but not that many people are high on it. But that's one of the things that I really loved, and I knew exactly what they were going to do once I saw her with that hairstyle, because in the comic books, when she loses her power, she just so happens to have that hairstyle, you know, and now they've actually fitted her with the clothes that she wears when she has that. So it's nice to see that, and it looks like they're going to be going closely with the source material, because Forge is heavily involved with how she gets her powers back. As to where they will take it is anyone's guess. We know that the X-Men comics can go into some very esoterical territory and go into that spiritual realm, and if you know anything about Forge, he's a very spiritual guy. He has the mutant ability to create any kind of form of technology he wants. He's basically the mutant version of Tony Stark, but he just so happens to be of Indian heritage, and he's a shaman, so he can do other things too, you know. So I am very curious to see how they adapt it. I know you guys feel like I'm spoiling too many things for you, but once again, I think you should worry about not what they do with this, but how they do these story adaptations, because as we see, nothing is exactly how it was written in the original source material, which is for the best, because you don't want a beat for beat storyline to replicate what we saw from the comic books. I really like how the animation in this really went for it. You know, there's been so many people complaining and bitching and just whining about the smallest stuff when it comes to this series, and they keep saying that they don't like how this show essentially looks like a flash image with choppy frame rate. And I'm like, if you know anything about the history of this show, particularly the original 90s show, there's a lot of things that this particular version of the previous iteration does to emulate what we saw in the 90s show. For one, the fans or the showrunners, guys like Larry Houston, they were a big fan of the Johnny Quest series from the 60s. And if you're familiar with the Johnny Quest series, you know it was very limited in terms of the animations. They would basically have these highly detailed still shots where the characters' mouths would just move. They actually adapted that up in the 90s series because they liked it, they were a fan of it, and they realized that it was cost effective and it could save them money in the long run, money and time, which is why in a lot of scenes from the 90s cartoon, you saw them standing still and their mouths would just be moving, but the shadowing and things of that nature were perfect on the characters, which is why in this show, you see those so-called flash images that you claim to hate so much. And you also have missing frames of animations from the classic show. That right there was deliberately replicated for this show right here. It is a bit off-putting at times because we're dealing with modern day technology. It's one thing when you didn't have all the resources back then, it looks more natural when it was inconsistent in its animations. But with this, when you have all these different things at your fingertips and you can make something perfect, but you choose to deliberately make it inconsistent, it does have mixed results. But I really appreciate them for trying to retain the natural elements that were established from the previous show. So hopefully that clarifies something for you. I don't even know what to call you rose-tinted, goggle-wearing zealots that keep on coming up with excuses as to why you don't want to watch this show. Just check out the show, and if you don't want to watch it, then just shut up about it. Just keep it moving, man. Minor ranting aside, I really love this. Like, all these different, like, demonic elements that they were showing up in the actual X Mansion was great. some things were very reminiscent of something from like a Studio Ghibli film where you see the big face looking out of the elevator at the at Beast. I thought that was very good, very creepy, but cool, and all these other things too, man. Kind of reminded me of that episode where they had this character named Nimrod, which was basically a Omega level mutant that could manipulate reality. He could kind of bend it and essentially just pull the worst fears out of you, like he did with Wolverine. Like I remember that scene where he basically just rips apart Wolverine. He turns his claws into these little snakes, and Wolverine is pretty much broken from this. You know, it's like some things the regenerative healing factor can't actually repair, and Wolverine's mind is one of those things. So it was nice to see that with this right here. Madeline Pryor, she is a very formidable opponent towards the X-Men, and I really like that. Shout outs for getting the creator, or not the creator, but the original voice actor back for Mr. Sinister. I was wondering if they were going to do that, and it looks like they did. So major kudos to them. Really, really loving this, man. It seems like, yeah, like I said, we're going to be following Storm. They kind of been alluding to that. Like when you see the opening of the last episode, they show the fight with her and Callisto. You know, we got to remind ourselves that Storm is basically the leader of the Morlocks, or she was a temporary leader until she gave the rights back to Callisto after she beat her. You know, she had that fight with the lightsabers, which I find funny because that's like the first dual lightsaber we see before Star Wars Episode 1. You know, I'm pretty sure you guys didn't know that, but yeah, it's gonna be nice seeing what Storm does, because there are certain things that I really love about her character, like her actually coming back into her own, and hopefully this show adapts that better, because I love that. I love that this show is doing that. It's adapting all these stories better than the original source material. So keep it up. Overall, if I were to rate this one, I would give it I would say I want to give it an A+. And if I said if I wanted to give it an S, I would feel like I'm just being biased. You know, that's just my X-Men bias coming out. You know, I'm a major fanboy. But I think a low S would suffice. I just feel like now I feel like they need to slow it down a little bit. Like we are moving fast. I would say if these 3 episodes were their own arc, it would be the Inferno / Madeline Pryor arc. I would say that much. But I am a very pleased fan, man. But anyways, I'm going to turn it over to you guys. I don't want to say too much because I know you guys will probably accuse me of spoiling potential story elements that will be adapted from the comic books. So I'm going to switch it over to you, man. What did you think about this episode? Did you like it? Did you love it? How did you feel about those trippy elements that they added up in this? It was like a horror splash page. Let me know in the comment section below. As always, I ask that you know, if there's anything that I may have missed or misconstrued, I ask that you provide the proper context in the comment section below without spoiling me on things to come, or shit. I mean, I know it's gonna come, but you know, if there's somebody who just so happened to see a future episode, I know they have like the listing of names, and that kind of is spoilery in and of itself. But just let me know what you thought about this episode and what you think about the series in general. Do you think that the pacing is on point, or do you think it's moving too fast? Do that. Let me know in the comment section below. But anyways, this is your boy RBG, aka the Random Black Gamer. We ain't seen the reactions. I'll catch you guys on the next reaction too. X-Men 97. Peace.